Hello everyone! Welcome back. For those of you who don't know, my name is Ty/Hinox. I use any and all pronouns. I try to stream every days, and at the start of stream. This isn't an episode. At the start of each stream, I like to do a Semaliach word of the day. A Semaliach is my native language. I was very blessed to be able to grow up learning it. And I just think it's a fun way to start us off. Today we are playing, at least to start, Strange Antiquities, the demo. I have had this demo so long that the game's out now and has been out for a while. It just takes a while for me to get around to things. And I will, just so everyone's clear, I will be getting back to Date Everything and Deltarune and all of those games that I have not finished. But for now, I have looked up the word, I suppose, strange in my language, which is Lixgiet. Now I have to type it in here. Which is cool and fun and also takes a hot second to load, and I this part. Strange. Licks. Get. Correct? Correct. Wonderful. Let's get right into it then. I saw let's get right into the options actually. I saw my favorite streamers had started doing some funky stuff with their transitions presented, and it does inspire me to continue tinkering with this setup and doing things. I think that'd be really fun. Automatically label identified items. I don't know what that means. Fonts that are easier to read. Ooh, Piter. Controls. Okay, we're fine. Whoa. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop Strange Antiquities in my hands. None of us knew then that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. Oh. The ravens were an omen. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising tread. Oh. I keep forgetting it's not a click down there thing. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Well, this is pretty. Come on. The graphics seemed good. Okay. Hello. Oh, I'm... Oh. Okay. Let's see if there's anything we can do about this. Oop. That's better. Just... Oh, Piter. Ooh. Ooh. This looks like puzzle. Okay. Okay. What's this? That needs a flower. I don't currently have a flower, but I would like to cover up that hand. Okay. I might put you back. For the time being. Hello? I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I'm leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. The thaumaturge, Eli White. Eli is a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side. A side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Devourer of souls! Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found Strange Antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does in his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Cool. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study carefully. Remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked drawers, doors, or cupboards. Right. Oh, you're still talking to me. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Text. Ooh. Ecumenical. An ecumenical is a receptacle, commonly featuring a memento mori, I can speak, that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for a long period, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence, pulling at the thread of one's mind. Oh. Ares Remnant. These objects induce a form of synesthesia, where color and tones, light and shadow, can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions, such as miners. The gemstones in an Ares remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellations that share its name. Makes sense. Binding seed. These items are made of two distinct materials, representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path of the mind is described by a spiral, encompassing the body, the seed. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Ethereal key. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These rare items These are rare items and not generally known about outside of Thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power, the concealment charm. I'm just gonna start wiggling everything around. Eye of Sanunos, known as the Eyes of the Forest. These ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Sanunos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Sanunos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Whoops. Did I miss one? No. Guise of Lillian. These items can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites and ammonites and devil's toenails. Her Guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. Hearing charm, a simple trinket that amplifies sound. While generally used by the hard of hearing, they are a curiosity that can be enjoyed by young and old alike. And of course, they have more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop on private conversations. Heart Chamber. There is a vast skull in the catacombs, said to be that of the beast Blencathra. Holgar's followers believe that when he slew it, he trapped its soul, along with its power, in an item known as the Wraith Chamber. Heart chambers are based on this mythical object, but they've morphed over time into a way that keep those dear to us close to heart after death. That's sweet. That's pretty sweet. Horn Shackle. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts. I think I left my window open. Whoops. With those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. If it ends up being a problem, I'll go close it. Used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart Curse. A skilled hand is required to perform the procedure, drawing the curse from the body over the course of several hours. The instrument is made using the dried seed pods of a sheepsnap plant. It's said to bring good fortune. Libula. Libulae, even, are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change. They are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is a power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. Orford Spire. During the Rite of the Red Knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. I'm not going to be able to remember any of this. 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite... Hello? Nothing important. Is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Orsic Ring. Korchen, or Korshen, the serpent goddess. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korshen, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Korshen's unearthly hiss when they hold an Osik ring up to their ear. Ooh. Restful Mether. A mether is a thaumaturge's link to the inner mind. A hot tea made from the Dranthium plant is drunk from them, taking on different properties depending on the type of mether. This particular type can be used to enter a meditative state and bypass the rush and clutter of consciousness, promoting clarity of thought. Sextrum protects against insanity in all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. How many of these do we have? Shadowhold? Oh, we're near the end. A shadowhold, or Oshadic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle, or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an Oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorations with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that were designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Knight of Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chest plate, but it didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Sutherfell in 1356. And there's the shit that didn't save him. Silent breath. There are those that consider the white heart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Interesting. Voice of Cernunnos. The name Voice of Cernunnos is used to refer to any bronze talk that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the pattern of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a torque. Wearing his torque. Moon-shaped. Zaya, worn about the necklace to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Zayas are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writing upon their surface. That sucks. Oh, this is great. I love the index. Okay. Chief. Oh, that's... I know we just talked about that thing. Use arrow keys or WASD to navigate your shop. Oh, there's more stuff. I thought at first it was bone, but it is in fact clay painted to look like bone. That's one of those horned fucks. Move the cursor over different parts of the object to inspect it. Dark blue-green gemstone. Hard and somewhat rough. Cold and smooth. It fills me with a sense of foreboding. That would be the... Is that the horn shackle? But why would it give a sense of foreboding? Wood. This part feels smoothed. I know what that is. What is... Horn shackle? That looks like horns. Right. Congratulations. Today's the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in 'em. If you'd be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Primitive item. Trophies taken from flying beasts. Okay. I did want to inspect this next. Yellowy brown. Nothing to remark. Gives me a sensation of power. Smooth. I think that's gotta be the hunter's boon, right? There's nothing else here that screams trophy. Identified! This is a tiger's tooth. Trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. These carved... Ooh, book contents. While inspecting them. What came? Oh, I immediately forgot what we got. Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sense or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Right. Wood. White paint. Let's touch it. No. That's the only thing here that I'd say has iron and green marble. I'm gonna touch it. Okay. Hi. Iron, gray metal flecked with dark red. It's dust. It's blood. Nothing to remark there. It has an energy about it. The substance flakes off and leaves a mark on my fingertips. Cool. Anyways, I know was something that had that same marking I saw on that necklace. Just don't remember what it was. Okay. Shadow hold. But it's usually bronze. Heart feels lighter. Whoops. Let's just get the next person in here. I can't. The nights are drawn in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. Creeping dark is set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Is clay and cork. Nothing fun feel. Pungent. I was just looking at it, but I will have to look at it again. A container of any kind. They're decorated with a shadow catcher. I would like because I'm sure we're gonna need the stuff in there eventually. Interesting. Did something just click? Did something just click? Okay. What does this mean? Ever growing fear deep within me, I cannot let it take hold. Oh. I've not met anyone I care about yet. I'm so worried. Lines, circle, lines, cat ears. Line, circle, line, cat. This is... I think it's this. That wasn't the item I'm looking for. Is it this? Oh my god, it is the same. It's the same design. Well, what's that then? Putting myself up. I was thinking about it too hard. Okay. This is the shadow hold. Oh, more. Cool. There's like a lot of shit here. Hell yeah. And then this is the Hunter's Boon. What is this fucking thing? That feels fine. Next, please. What's with all these ravens flying about under me today? Not a good day. I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Okay. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Oh, there's nothing much of use here, but I thought of you when I came across the entry on Shin. Okay. Is there like more to the... Okay. What is this? Rough and pitted, nothing in smaller here. Pulsating power at the edge. Is this part of the puzzle? Is the spider a part of this puzzle? Come back. Babe. I want an Osik ring. Osik That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. It's this thing, right? Hold on. That's made as an offering. When you hold it up to your ear. Okay. On it, Chief. Got it, Chief. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. Bam! What's the snakiest shape? A spiral. There has to be a reason. You can open it. You can take those out. And what's behind the cat? And where's the flower thing I need for this? What's this? Pierce fossil. Ooh. Fossilized creatures, so it's probably... Yeah, that thing. Eye of Ceranos? No. Heart chamber? No. I don't remember what this... I know that there was like trilobites and bones on the... I don't think it was this far. I might as well check out the stuff. A sunbomb is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun with a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Oh. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Guise of Lillian. That could be. Oh, you're an important person. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. Right. They'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. Voice of Cernunnos might help put me at ease. Or do it. Any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. Read the patterns of nature. Is it that thing? Bronze. Uneven. Nothing to remark. I think it's this. Voice of Cernunnos. This item is made of bronze, and a similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos in the sketch. Voice of Cernunnos. Make you funky. We are going to give you a thematically appropriate closed end of the day. Pet the kitty. But it'd be really cool if they did it. It'd be super sick. End of the day. Fine. Or are we gonna load a while again? Okay. Alright. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Back Barrow. Damn. Hello? Oh. Need to get to Back Barrow? What is this? What am I doing? I'm making a shape. Oh, I'm making shells. Oh. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. What? Huh? What's this? What's this about? What's all this about? Okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. This goes here. I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. What is... Oh, that's just... Heard. All thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. You can use shift to bring up a magnifying glass. Nope. Ooh, we got like a whole city here. Where are we? We're the thaumaturgy place. I don't remember what we're called. Strange horticulture. Wordsworth Library. Oh, there we are, 29. Strange Antiquities. Oh, we're right by the farm. We don't know any of our neighbors? Well. I'm going to change that. Probably not right. Do I need to make a noise? What could it mean? What could be happening? Oh, I'm not answering that, thank you. Let's see if I can get that spider. Will you climb onto it? No. I don't know what to do there then. Okay. Oh, I can explore. I forgot that. That's okay. Oh, well, that's just perfect. Under mere fizzling with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturgist of his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I am an old lady who got out on the wrong side of the bed. These ravens have gotten under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. I like that I pushed this out of the way. You're getting me a look. Yay. Okay. I want to explore. Can I go next door? The proprietor, Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? Can't say no to Eli after all. He's done for me. After all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. What's happening? Oh, you gave me stuff. Oh, I have things. You've given me item? Is this like time is passing? The eye? What's the eye? It's a strange arrangement of rocks resembling the Stonehenge site, but on a smaller scale. Arranged with purpose, though what that purpose was remains a mystery. The locals call it an eye. There's nothing else to see here. Okay. We have... in the cellar with the wine merchant next door. Oh, that's what I was getting there. Well, great. The pit. Let's go check out the library. The Wordsworth Library is a quiet haven of books and knowledge, its shelf well stocked and well kept, a place where time slows with every turn of a page. The librarian, Simone, sits at the desk, her focus fixed on her work as always. I found some old books that dig into the history of strange antiques, she says without looking up. It's very old, you know. I'll be sure to visit if I uncover anything useful. Cool. There are 3 branches of thaumaturgy, each of these split into 2 disciplines, represented by the following symbol. The celestial, the diurnal, the individual, the Selenic and Dreidic, the Diurnic and the Noctic, the Mantic and the Wixic. Ooh. What's verdigris? Okay. Right. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I had a horn shackle might be the answer. Yeah. Vestige can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence, among other oddities. Flames born pale blue in their presence. Automatic. There has to be something to do with that spider. At least the weather looks a little bit better out there today. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours for the right price, of course. John Royston. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates after a lengthy negotiation. I reluctantly hand over the amount he returns. Oh my god. What is that thing? My mail. Sorry, what is this? He hid me in the first building he came into. I'm really unsure what that means. You're okay. Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark. On important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out in Clanbrook Road. I don't always manage to get out there as often as I like. Thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Right. And that is... and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They feature crescent shapes. It's gold and stone. Oh, that's warm. That's interesting. Any sort of... There's no other moon things over here. I don't think I'd count that as a moon thing. That's a witch sign. Right. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. And then moon is moon. Because what else would it be? Oh. Okay. I guess that's not it. Iron gem. Every sound has become louder and clearer. Interesting. Rebirth. Triangle down, circle up. The circle up is heat. The triangle down is cold. It feels counterintuitive. Nothing to remark. Surprisingly warm. So what could it be? Sense of foreboding. What do I have? That sort of plus signy shits. Oh, vinegar. Oh, it's vinegar. That's vinegar. Nothing to remark upon inner perception. Cool. Orange, black. Clay. Pointy, textured. I'm supposed to feel joy when I touch it. Oh, is it you? I suppose they are a sign of night. Okay. Totem owl is associated with night. A concealed. Oh my god, it does. Holgan Grimm. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals related to death and the afterlife. A sacrament to ask for his protection. Wolf Song's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. First off, I'm going to make it blue. Moonheart. Moon. The bleak stones. Let's visit strange horticulture. This curious plant shop on the edge of town is a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. And yet an hour later I find myself leaving the shop with a potted palliance and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines, with a gently purring hellebore curled up in my lap. Cute. Oh! Adorable. Friend of mine, or former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. Yikes. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? Let's look at those 2 options. Instill fear or paranoia. The winding path. There's a darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. So this is probably the Zaya. This is cute. Sounds are muffled in its presence. It's warm. It's orange. It's wood. Well, great. Let's try this. No, you're right. I am stupid. I think it's this thing. Binding seed. Wish you charm. Finding seed. Seed? The black stones. Oh, the bleak stones. Stand in their circle, a quiet defiance of time. Once home to witchcraft and rituals, now abandoned, silent and still like the surrounding lake. There is magic here, I can feel it, but nothing left for me to uncover. What's Jacob's folly? Lady Rosalind built the folly in memory of her husband, lost to the lake, or so the story goes. Now it stands wind-worn and empty, overlooking the water. I check the turret just in case. Nothing but dust and stone. Love doesn't leave much behind. Market Square. The barrows. I should not have come here. Oh no, I didn't realize that adds to it. Damn. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen it, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was eyes that were gonna give me nightmares. How black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a Libula to see us safely through. I should remind myself what Libula is. Offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change. They are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There's power in symbology as well. Okay, so I need to pay attention to the symbology around it. Okay. Calmness. Protection. Rebirth. Hold on. Gold. Withered flesh. Hard and cool. Leathery and bony. Bad to touch. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Am I able to just get that off? I don't. This is protection. Hey, this says protection. Do you want this? Fuck. Okay, I think if I make one more mistake, I'm dead. But that said protection. Damn it. What do you mean I did? Oops. It says rebirth. What am I, dead now? Did I die? Did we die? keep fear has taken root, I must break the hold it has over me. Oh. Okay. Oh, those are herd. Herd. Okay, hey, that's pretty cool. All right. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. What does that mean? That little house. Wisdom. I think this is what you want. I think this is it. Symbol of wisdom. A witch's finger. Libula. Where's wisdom? Give me your little hat. Where's your little hat? I know you have it. I saw it in the book. Am I blind? No, no. Yep, I am. End of the day. Oh, that's it. Okay. Well, I have stuff to get ready for. So I think instead of trying to find something to fill this last little bit, that this is the end. For now. Not forever. It was lovely to see y'all, lovely to hang out. I'll be here again tomorrow. Till then, have a good night. Bye. Bye. Let me leave. Let me leave. I pressed the end stream button. Let me go away.